Benjamin, then you think about our lives, the lives of ordinary folk, and we are being preached to by someone like that eco-hypocrite in chief, Prince Harry, who takes an electric car to take him to a private jet, which makes absolutely no sense, then in a gas-guzzling big car, his polo kit, and folk like him have the cheek to tell us to stop travelling. Well, I'm not going to listen to folk like him anymore.
Well, I'm afraid if you think I'm going to defend Prince Harry doing that, then I'm not. Because
I don't think you should.
No, and I won't, because I think it's
a disgrace, isn't it?
It blows my mind, actually. And there's been quite a few stories recently where people have used plane tracking facilities to see what some celebrities who are saying the right thing, in my view, about tackling climate change. Meanwhile, you can see what they're doing in their personal decisions. I mean, the example you give of Prince Harry, I mean, it blew my mind. Why would you put your polo kit in a car when you're in the plane? It's just unbelievable.
But it's not the sharpest crayon in the box.
It's lavish, it's wasteful.
Not least then, when he gave that conference at the UN about climate change. He stood there at the UN and talked about it.
And I think that's entirely valid. And people, that feel the cost of it should be annoyed at that. You had Elon Musk, who went a couple of miles by plane. I mean, it's just unbelievably bizarre and selfish. But that doesn't mean that the rest of us, and that governments and that countries, big countries like ours economically, that we shouldn't be doing our part.
So are you happy to eat insects and never travel again? Because trust me, Benjamin, that's where this is heading.
Well, I actually quite like insects. They're rather nice, but that's a choice that people.
Not surprised there.
That's a choice that people can make. And actually, as someone that lives in a big city, I rarely, I don't drive and I get public transport. In fact, I walk most places, so I'm happy.
You fly around the world all the time, though.
I do.
Happy to give that up?
I do fly, although I always take the thing to build a few trees.
And they've said that there's not enough trees. You couldn't plant enough trees on the planet to stop what's happening with carbon monoxide. So that's irrelevant. That's just something that celebrities say so they can fly around the world in a private jet.
Like you, part of the elite, feel better.
But the idea that it's green energy that is the problem that has caused the situation we're in at the moment is farcical. Because actually, ultimately, what we have is a supply shortage of energy.
But do you think we are ready as a country to hit net zero by 2050 without damning the underprivileged in society to total catastrophe?
Well, the truth is that when you have economic problems, economic downfall, which is what would happen if we don't tackle climate change,